bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Bullying is a serious issue, not just at school, but according to a local clinical psychologist, also in the home and even in the workplace. Tonight, we hear firsthand the effects of bullying and what persons who are confronted with this type of abuse should do. He admits that during his school years he was a bully himself, but now as a pastor and a youth leader, Wayne Carey says after working closely with children, he can say without a doubt there is a bully in every classroom.
When I would walk in the classroom and I'm talking about bullying, I said, who is the bully in the classroom? And everyone eye looks towards the bully, the aggressive person, and it's like you could see who the bully is just by asking the question.
Clinical psychologist Dr. Pamela Mills also addressed the topic of bullying during the Rotary of Lucaya's weekly meeting. She says while there are many types of bullying, surprisingly, adult bullying is on the rise.
A lot of times, we as parents, we as school teachers, administrators, and other trusted persons in the community, we bully children. We bully them when we say to them, you're fat. We bully them when we say to them, you're not going to be anything, or you're not going to be anybody, or you're stupid. Or we call them names, or we curse at them, or we say negative things to them. We bully our children. And we often want to know where they learn to bully.
We crack a joke with someone who is heavy, maybe fat, maybe different nationality, and we use it in the name of fun, but then we don't know the hurt and the pain that it causes. And sometimes you have when the kid is being bullied, he can actually urinate on himself, and that's how the fear that it brings. Doesn't want to come to school, use an excuse to say they don't feel well because they don't want to come to school because they have to face this bully.
Carey adds that the outcome is usually never good in the end for a bully. In fact, studies reveal that a bully can end up on the wrong side of the law.
The bully ends up in prison. Nothing really comes out positive of the bully. If he doesn't make a positive change in his life, he's going to end up in prison, some reform school. That's the outcome of the bully.
Now, if you are being bullied, Carey says to protect yourself, you must make it known and report it to a person in authority. Well, they're calling it a night of motivation and empowerment. It's an effort by motivational speakers Shabargo Lang and Michael Pintard to help persons look for opportunities for business despite the current economic hardship. Pintard says it will take place tomorrow night at the Pelican Bay Resort.
The condition in Grand Bahama is such that we believe that many persons are certainly depressed. They're looking for opportunities and don't appreciate the fact that they may have the skill set that can allow them to generate income if pointed in the right direction. And then there are others who lack skill set, who through training can still find gainful employment. And then, of course, there are companies that are doing well, but your success tomorrow is not guaranteed. You must constantly tweak the organization and find ways of competing. And we want to help persons individually and companies corporately to compete more effectively.
Now, the local entrepreneur says the workshop is specifically designed to help those who are looking to make a difference in these tough times.
Those who may be unemployed or underemployed, that is, they are on a job that's not their primary choice, but because of the condition of the economy, they find themselves in that position. And we want to simply make the point to them that this is a wonderful opportunity for training and retraining so that you are better able to re-enter the job market in a different position. And so, we're excited and enthusiastic about this opportunity to help empower a number of residents. I mean, at the end of the day, each of us should be the main architect in our own empowerment.
And finally, news tonight, a member of the clergy who made an invaluable contribution to the gospel ministry was honored on Sunday. For the 94-year-old and former pastor of the New Mount Olivet Baptist Church, it was an opportunity to hear from members of the clergy, many of whom he has helped to groom over the years. He is described as tough yet gentle, a community builder, but more importantly, he exemplified what it is to be a Christian leader. After serving 22 years as pastor of the New Mount Olivet Church, he was singled out for his contributions and commitment to his members. During the celebration, Pastor J.C. Wallace shared just why it was important to recognize this giant of a man.
The Lord birthed in my spirit Pastor Russell, and it said that we should honor him for his service that he has given to the church for 22 years. I do believe, according to the word of God, that the white man is worthy of his hire.
During a tribute, Reverend Ezra Russell told those in attendance that Reverend Russell is well deserving of such an honor.
Reverend Russell is a man of integrity, a man of love, a man of deep compassion, very quiet and unassuming. But beneath that quietness, there is a lot of wit and humor.
Zion's Assistant District Superintendent in the West, Reverend Paul Mulling, says Russell played an instrumental role in his life as a pastor and as a mentor.
He, along with the Reverend Dr. Pindler, they love this island, they love this community of 8 Mile Rock. And they served well. When nobody had anything, they were there, helping everybody. Like I say, how soon do we forget? But Pastor Russell, God is not unjust, that he will forget your labor of love.
But Hedley Forbes, close friend of Reverend Ralph Russell, says as a community leader, Russell must be recognized in a more tangible way.
We got some schools that was built all those years, called the Martintown Primary School, the 8 Mile Rock High School, the Bartlett Hill High School. If y'all can name school after Jack Haywood, Edward St. George, Father Molino, what's wrong with my friend Ralph Russell? Whatever it takes, I want to see one of those buildings named the Ralph Russell Learning Institution.
Stay with us. Megan Shepard joins us next with sports.